1 year ago, our economy almost fell off the cliff. And then they reached into our pockets as taxpayers, and every banker got their money back. And now a year later, they've got their severance packages, they're back to work, they're making their bonuses, and they're living the high life again. It's an absolute disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. We bailed them out, and they were supposed to get our economy back on track. They're not lending money to create jobs and businesses. Their corporate greed is rampant in this country, and we're making a statement in Boston. Enough is enough. We've had it.
We've had it.
This is a difficult time. Economy's bad. But there are rotten people, rotten apples in the business community. There are rotten apples around this town, Boston. You start with Verizon, you can end with Hyatt.
Yeah!
They don't care much about us, that's for sure.
Thank you. Great turnout. It's about time. It's about time we got together. We're going to have to get together all of the unions. It's been too long. You know, this country has absolutely gone downhill as far as labor is concerned from the time Reagan confronted the air traffic controllers, and all of the unions should have solidified. We've got to get together. Individually, we do nothing. It's all about all of us. This is a start. We want to make this a grassroots start.
How's your job, look?
I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah.
We're here today because Verizon announced that they're gonna, what's the word? Lower headcount by way of job reductions. That sounds like numbers to me. We're people.
Start with Ivan.
They call me number 46 of 291 people that are being laid off. Who knows when? I'm not a number. Rob Bernie is not a number. Liam McDonough is not a number. We're people. We got families, we got friends, we got kids, every other thing. These executives continue to collect their bonuses. The stockholders are continuing to get their payouts from dividends, but I'm getting sent home with my friends. This is ridiculous. We're the ones who build the roads and the bridges and the cars they drive into their ivory towers and sit up in their offices. We're the ones who go out and risk our lives in ice storms to bring back service to their customers. We're the ones who build their companies' profits so they can live a life of luxury.
Right.
They're saying it's not enough. Do they even know what enough is? How many houses do they need? How many cars? Enough's enough. Excuse me. And I say this now. It's time for this to change. Now is the time for action. The cynics say the labor movement is dying. It's merely being reborn.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Good afternoon, Boston.
Good afternoon, sister.
As you know, on August 31st, Hyatt has put 98 of us out of a job for cheaper labor. And I'm asking you today not to stay at Hyatt until they give us back our jobs.
Yeah.
So they said they blame it on the economy, because every time they put you out of a job, they blame it on the economy. They are just greedy. It's all about cheaper labor.
Yeah.
And I'm asking you today to join me at the Hyatt and let's take a stand.
All right.
Thank you, sister.
They introduced me as a victim of Bank of America. We're all victims of Bank of America. If not Bank of America, we're victims of the same system that created this problem. They refuse to do meaningful workouts so that people could stay in their home. One issue is the result of another. I know that many of you here today that are facing issues with your job are worried, what am I going to do about my home? One issue relies on another. We're all workers, whether we're workers in the community
There's something wrong in America when a company like Verizon can lay off 8,000 people around this country. When they can take people, men and women, who have sacrificed every day of their lives to improve the balance sheet of this shit bum company.
Yeah!
Do you know that the Hyatt is owned by a family? That big, giant corporation is owned by one family. Can you imagine waking up in the morning and making a decision? Just think about this. You get out of bed in the morning and you decide, geez, there's 100 housekeepers in Boston that I think I'll fire today. Think about that. That somebody had to wake up in the morning and decide to fire 100 people. And then they had this brilliant strategy to find one of those stupid temporary companies that prey on human beings and bring people in here for $8 an hour. I want you to think about that for a second. So your mission in life now is to talk to the Hyatt, to support these workers, to talk to Verizon and tell them we won't put up with this stuff. We're never going to go into Hyatt ever again unless they put those 100 people back to work.
Yeah!